Only people are getting attacked. Children. They don't understand.
I think that this is an issue for some people that is extremely emotional, and it
Selena Gomez. Just one more example of these celebrity starlets, stars, whatever you want to call them, who are so far out of touch and living within their bubble, they could care less about what regular people go through on a regular basis. The illegal immigrant, the illegal immigration crisis, invasion, if you will, has affected regular people tremendously. From the crimes that are being committed, you having women who are suffering sexual assaults, murders, robberies. And make no mistake about it, President Trump, he was very detailed and he was very straightforward in saying, yo, we're going to go after the criminals first. These guys, these countries basically have emptied out all their prisons, and these criminals are flooding our borders, and now they're all over America right now. And the Democrats allowed it to happen, created sanctuary cities, not giving a damn about its local citizens, of whom pay taxes that pay their bills, the bills of these politicians. Their income is paid by the taxpayers, and the taxpayers are the ones getting railroaded. You have this gang, Trinidad Aragua, or whatever the name is, taking over apartment complexes in Colorado. And Democrats just sat there like, oh, it's nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it. It's not happening. Then you have locals in Ohio reporting seeing certain things. So as President Trump, who wasn't president at the time, repeated what the locals were saying. It wasn't something that he made up. He was repeating what the locals were saying they saw with their own eyes. But that went ignored because it didn't align with mainstream media. And I use CNN for this bit on purpose because they were the spear to the propaganda machine of mainstream media, along with MSNBC. And what do you know? Who they prop up to carry the water for the Democrat Party? The 92%, the B Dub. What a surprise. She has been carrying the water for the Democrats for decades. And look at what certain communities have turned into as a result. Are there good B Dubs? Yes, of course. Obviously. But the problem is they tuck their tails and remain quiet while the worst and the absolute worst of them are the loudest and the ones that are out in front of the spotlight. So if you are a good B Dub and you sit back and say nothing, it pretty much looks like you're in on it too. Celebrities are not the friends of the people. They are not your friends. Stop looking up to them. They are nothing more than dancing monkeys to entertain you in your downtime when you're not taking care of business. When you're relaxing, chilling, just hanging out, you want to find something on the tube to watch, whether it's YouTube or your TV or both. That's when you look to the dancing monkeys to entertain you, aka celebrities. Celebrities are nothing more than dancing monkeys. They definitely should not be taken seriously as far as their political commentary because they don't give a shit. about the regular people. They are so much in their own bubble. They have no idea what the hell the rest of us are dealing with out here. None whatsoever. And Selena Gomez is just one more example of that. You want to cry for these illegal aliens, all these criminals that are flooded this country, but you're not crying for that lady in the subway who was set on fire by one. Somehow that gets ignored. I didn't see Selena Gomez making videos crying about that lady that lost her life. And whether she was a regular rider of the train on her way to or from work, or she was a homeless person, it doesn't matter. She was a human being. And this illegal alien, this illegal immigrant, decided for the hell of it to set her on fire. No celebrities came out crying about that. But when certain celebrities who are not with all the BS decides to step up and really can't even say what they want to say, so they have to kind of code and craft their language in certain ways because it's so easy to get canceled and censored on a lot of these platforms. Talking about Mel Gibson, nowadays all we can do is pose certain questions and allow the people to think for themselves. What conclusion does the people come to? You see, when certain people, celebrities or not, decide to step up and say certain things or pose certain questions, and it can be the most purest, honest question imaginable, right away those people get shouted down and deemed as, oh, you're crazy, you're a tinfoil hat wearer, you're a conspiracy theorist, something's wrong with you. Yeah, well, really, there's something wrong with me because I choose to think for myself, and I tend to put two and two together, read the tea leaves, and notice certain patterns. Something's wrong with me all of a sudden. Something's wrong with me because I chose not to take the applesauce, and now we're finding out there's so many additional injuries is what they're calling them, which is basically a nice way of saying adverse side effects. And a lot of us knew it back then, like, okay, this kind of came out really too quick. All of a sudden you have this applesauce ready to go for this blue flu that's running rampant. This doesn't sound right. And now all of a sudden people are getting paid because companies were firing employees who did not want to take the applesauce. A woman was just awarded $12.7 million because her company fired her for not taking the applesauce. And you hit the rewind button back a few years, and who was on the front line telling everybody to take the applesauce because the blue flu is running rampant? Yes, it was celebrities. They are not your friend. They do not have your best interests at heart. They don't give a shit about you. They will have no problem stepping over your bones and stacking up your bones as a footstool while they relax in the lap of luxury. Now, I'm not hating and I'm not jealous of people that are wealthy and filthy rich. Hey, get it how you live. If you did it legally, hey, salute, more power to you. But don't expect the people to agree with you pushing certain agendas that are spearheaded by the mainstream liberal media. We are not falling for that shit this time around. So to Selena Gomez, who are so obtuse, you don't know why these criminals need to be deported. And we have laws of the sovereign nation for a reason. You can't just skip the line and step right into the front just because you feel like it. No, laws are there for a reason. Because if they were not, America would quickly descend into a third world status. Just like the countries these people claim they are fleeing, but now we know a lot of them are fleeing because they were in prisons in their old country, and if given a choice, hey, we'll let you out of prison if you go to America. If you stay here, you're going to stay in prison, or we're going to execute you if you try to come back. Of course, they're going to try to come over here. And then you have complicit media pushing agendas, and you have a complicit leftist Democratic Party in lockstep with the mainstream liberal media. It all starts to make perfect sense right now. And celebrities are the pretty face, the pretty cherry on top of the rotten pie that's being served to us. So screw Selena Gomez and any of you celebrities that think and feel the same way. You're all pieces of shit. Shout out to President Trump, keeping his word and standing on business. Deport, deport, deport. I'm all for it. This is Gen X Media 7. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, and share this video because it is important. For those that don't know, you should know, celebrities are not your friends. That being said, this transmission is over.